Hi, welcome back. Week 2, completed, done, donezo. Adiós, Fabios. Ya acabé, ya terminé, ya estuvo, ya me limpié las manos. Bittersweet, to be honest. It's bittersweet. What I have noticed come up is it doesn't get easier as the groups progress. Group 3 just arrived, and the last group that left, okay, the first group, it was really hard to say goodbye to them because I had grown such a connection with them, just speaking with them, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and just mingling with them and getting to know them and growing that bond and that energy, and then just being like ripped apart and they have to go, and then the same day another group gets introduced. It is really challenging. So this last group, the second group, was challenging as well. I think it was more challenging than the first group. And I also noticed in me that it was challenging because I'm on my moon phase, so all of my emotions were fluctuating everywhere, you know. Yeah. Noticing tracking my moon phase and my monthly cycle. Tracking my cycle has tremendously improved my quality of life, and it is the most useful tool for me in my life personally. It is the best thing that I've ever done to be able to navigate why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, and to understand it and to take a step back and go, oh, I'm feeling this way because of A, B, and C, and it has nothing to do with that person and everything to do with me. So the second group left at like a really bad timing for me because my moon cycle was just starting, and it all makes sense now why I was low on energy and I was really emotional, and it felt like it was a little harder and a little sadder to watch them leave. And then another group, which the third group came in, and then to introduce myself to all of them and get to know all of them and start it all over again. And I can only imagine that the third group is going to be hard. Hopefully it's not. I mean, it'll be a little bit, but maybe it's not harder than the last group, you know, because I'm not on my moon cycle. Maybe I'll be coming off of it. So yeah, group number 2 is amazing. So many beautiful people from all over the world. Such an honor to meet these beautiful people and to be able to support them in ceremony and throughout the week in any way that I can. Again, the most challenging part for me that week, the week that just passed, group 2, is during ceremony is not falling asleep. I get so sleepy around 10, 11, 12. I'm like so tired, so done with it. I'm like ready. I'm ready to just like end ceremony, and you know, you can't do that. It takes its time. So that's a challenging part, and I'm like working through that. Maybe I should start introducing some hape into my ceremony routine to stay awake. But for now, I'm just, I like get up out of my chair and I walk around to get some, you know, some blood flow in my body and stay awake, stay alert, to be helpful, to be in service. Yeah. This group 2, if there's any major changes that I noticed in myself, was that my moon phase was coming up, and there was a point in time where I just felt so just done. I was just irritated with the people that I was working with. Like they were getting on my last nerves, you know, low on energy, not really talkative, not in the mood to socialize, just over it, right? Irritated. And then I would ask myself, like, why am I feeling this way? Like, why am I getting really irritated right now? Why is this person bothering me before? Like, why am I feeling this way? And then my moon cycle hit and I was like, oh, it came 3 days earlier, so I wasn't expecting it that soon. And then it just all kind of made sense. But you know, it was me, and it's always me. And so that was just a really big like roller coaster to navigate through. Yeah, to really process that. So there was a little bit of like guilt and shame on my end for feeling like low energy, low vibrationally towards that person. And I also understand that, and I surrender to it and I let it go, because it is okay. I'm allowed to feel how I feel whenever I feel with whoever I feel. The only thing that I would like to improve is how to communicate that with that person. Like just to say, hey, I'm on my moon cycle, I'm feeling low, I'm not feeling really talkative. So I apologize in advance if you ever get a low vibrational vibe from me. That is why. You know, I would have loved for me to have said that. The other thing is that I didn't know why. I still thought I was on my luteal phase. I didn't expect my moon cycle or my moon phase to come 3 days early. But still, even knowing that I was on my luteal cycle, on my luteal phase, just communicating better on my end is one thing that I look forward to this week. If I ever feel low again, I think that would be really helpful for me and also the other person. Yeah. I also realized that I love ironies. I've always said I loved ironies, and the irony for me in this case is that my entire life I've always been mellow. I've always been calm. I've always been pasiva, bien pasiva, bien chill, real calm, not a lot going on. And so the irony is that I have placed myself in circumstances and in situations with certain people who are the total opposite of me, who are extra, who are very needy in a good way, who require a lot of communication. Like they'll ask the same question 10 times. And I've never been that type of person. That's always been something to really tick me, like really quickly. So I've improved on that end. And also just, if I've placed myself in circumstances like that, that's just telling me that I still need to work in that area in my life. Like that area in my life still needs managing and work, and still needs to be highlighted or a light shined on that area as far as it being my weakness. Because how could it be that the people around me are really needy, and it would be something that to just irritate me so much in the past. And it's so funny, like it just makes me laugh. Like I love ironies. I love that universe, God, source, my highest self has placed me in this position to work through that, through these people. So it balances out because I'm in such a beautiful place in Costa Rica, and the energy is immaculate here. So it balances out. It's tolerable. It's an eye-opener. It's an area to look at in my life and say, and it's okay to work on. It's okay to admit that I'm not perfect. I'll never be perfect, and that's the beauty of life, is to not be perfect. Nothing in life is perfect. The water's not perfect. The moon's not perfect. So many imperfect, perfectly things. So, all in all, to say, I made it through group 2, made it to group number 3. So, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to more growth. I'm looking forward to more patience, more communication, more experiences, more learning. Just looking forward to really being in service to plant medicine and supporting people on their journeys to walk themselves home. So yeah. Group number 2, done.